It was like taboo then. I did it. Now, I still would do it, yeah. But the thing was, for me, it wasn't about, is it cool, is it fashionable, what does my family say about it? It was about, what do I need to do to make sure this vision works, right? So a lot of us, when we do business, especially when it's from a point of passion, right? It can be misplaced, yes, it can be the right place, but we're so passionate about what we do, and if you get to a point where your why is more important than your surroundings, your how is going to show you such amazing humility. So we stayed with the in-laws for a year and something, and that allowed us to sort of cut back on our overhead and begin to build the business. It was terrible times, right? Because there was sometimes I was so broke I couldn't afford to even buy my kids winter clothes. And friends would give you donations, so you had this wonderful family. But one of the things that was there was that every cent we made, I would invest. How many of us do it? Into the business, right? Every cent that came, invested. The first year, we did that. The second year, things are getting better. But all the money, you do consulting, we did all these wonderful events, you earned 30,000 there. It's not from the business, we earned it elsewhere. I'll take it, everything in the business. I was so focused on growing this thing, because for me, this vision needed to get there. I need to help 1 million Zimbabweans. I need to change the way people view education. It wasn't about getting people into class anymore, it was about how do we develop a scholarship program over the next 3 years? And this is money, using someone else's money, and we get to grow the business as well, impact the lives of many people. So that's my story now. But the lessons I learned is in the process of just investing that, I realized I was adopting the Carl Eller mentality, right? I was putting everything into the one thing that I think I know, but not thinking about the fact that what happens if the market wakes up tomorrow and everything changes. The government decides that no one should take a loan for education, right? I'm done for. It is late. Even if I'm a nice guy, I'm gone, right? And it got me thinking, and I was like, I don't want to hold my family ransom to one business or to a couple of businesses. Because the one thing that's there is that but that's the one we need to go into first. So let's get into a quick. So we're done here. Let's begin to work out that figure for you, because it will be useless for me to give you all these stories and just laugh a little bit and it doesn't come back home. Okay. So what we're going to do now, so these papers, if you've got a pen, we've done an example, but I want you to start putting your own figures. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to come up with a financial security figure you're going to come up with a financial security figure for yourself. And this is going to be the figure now that you know when you leave this room. And I'm not saying, and let's qualify this, right? I'm not saying when you get your salary, you pay your expenses and then put everything in that. I'm just saying you then figure out a percentage of how much of your income every month are you going to allocate towards your financial security bucket. If it's a business, if you pay yourself out as a business, how much are you going to put aside every month to something that you know is unattractive, but its purpose is not to be attractive, but it's to be safe. It's the low risk, right? So a couple of surveys have shown that and feel free to change the title, right? So for us, financial security is being able to, and if you want to add some private stuff, so go through that. So how much are you going to use on your phone bill if it's essential to you? And you want to be able to communicate with people. How much, because you want, unless if you fry with candles, you want to be able to still have electricity. If you're cooking and you feel gas is an alternative, how much are you going to spend on gas? Let's write these things down. Does anyone need a pen? Because this is only valuable if you actually do it. So you're going to need to pay your water bill. Internet is becoming a human right these days, so probably essential as well, right? You want to be able to check out on Facebook how guys are doing this. If you're like me and you've got a caregiver, you want to be able to make sure that even if my business goes belly up, I'm not in a situation where I can't pay the people I work with, right? And then, I didn't have anything mentioned, it's very didn't have enough much there. And then you want to be in a position, for me it's rates, right? So if I pay rates. So what this does, so you don't have it there, but you can then sum up that total, it's going to give you the total that's there.